Finally, a smidgen of progress. Welcome back everyone to your stimulus check update for today, Thursday, March 25th. I do hope you have been well. How is your week going? Let me know down below in the comments. But we finally have an ounce of progress here from the Social Security Administration after weeks of inaction. So we're going to be discussing the latest in this update. If you have been enjoying my content, you have been enjoying my videos, as always, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't already, do consider becoming a subscriber. I would appreciate that. Hit that big red button as well as the notification bell as well. That will actually notify you when I do post a brand new video. And we'll be doing our next cash giveaway when we do hit 20,000 subscribers. So thank you so much everyone for your support. I appreciate it greatly, and it does not go unnoticed. So let's dive right in. IRS officials have touted the delivery of the latest round of stimulus checks as, in their own words, reaching eligible Americans in, quote, record time. But many Social Security recipients in urgent need of financial assistance have said that they are yet to receive the emergency relief payment. The problem mostly sat with the SSA, or the Social Security Administration, according to this letter that the House Ways and Means Committee sent to the benefits agency. The letter covers the fact that 30 million Social Security recipients are still waiting for their checks, and that the IRS had asked the SSA to send it payment files 2 weeks before the checks were signed into law by President Joe Biden on March 11th. The letter says, quote, as of today, SSA still has not provided the IRS with the payment files that are needed to issue stimulus checks to these struggling Americans. But ultimately, their prodding and prying has seemed to have finally paid off. It took a letter from 4 congressmen to get the SSA to send the requested information, which they did a day after the letter was sent. So lawmakers have finally said today, Thursday, that they have received notice from the SSA that the agency has sent payment data for 30 million Social Security recipients to the IRS this morning. This is great news. It certainly bodes well. The SSA confirmed the release of the payment information in a separate statement, adding that it had to work out a, quote, reimbursable agreement with the IRS because we received no direct appropriation through the American Rescue Act for work that's not directly related to its programs or mission. It's unclear about how long it will take the IRS to send out the payments to the 30 million Social Security recipients and beneficiaries. However, it is evident that Social Security recipients are struggling because of this delay. It's causing a great deal of financial stress and problems for our veterans, our disabled, and our elderly. For example, Mark Stevens, he is 65 years old, he lives in Pensacola, Florida, and he had said, quote, I'm having to put off everything, utility bills, cable, I had to be late on rent. For this individual, it caught his attention and he took notice when he saw that the IRS had said that on March 12th that a payment date for Social Security recipients would be announced, quote, shortly. And he expected his stimulus money to arrive quickly, given that the second relief payment approved by lawmakers in late December had arrived within 2 days of the law authorizing it. But this time around, no such luck. He had said, quote, to me, shortly is 2 to 3 days, not 2 weeks. And he had said he only has $600 in his bank account. He said, people in my situation are feeling lied to. And as of right now, the IRS has still not specified when Social Security recipients or other federal aid beneficiaries might expect their stimulus check. We have not heard anything. $1,400 for each individual and their dependents is a substantial amount, especially for some of these lower income Americans, and this would help them greatly. And given the fact that many recipients receive their federal benefits through direct deposit to their bank accounts, many are wondering why it's taking the tax agency longer to send them checks than to other Americans. The IRS has already sent approximately 127 million third round of stimulus payments worth about $325 billion over just the last couple weeks. More payments will be sent on a weekly basis going forward, so if you haven't received your stimulus check via direct deposit yet, do expect them to come perhaps in the next week or two, because more checks are going to be deposited now every single solitary week going forward. So hopefully payments to Social Security and SSI recipients can expect their checks in one of the batches over the next few weeks. Now, if you didn't receive your stimulus check during the week following after President Biden signed the American Rescue Plan, well, there's a good chance you received it just yesterday, because payments started processing this past Friday with March 24th, Wednesday, as the official payment date. And we did have many people, I'm glad to hear, even some Social Security recipients have received their stimulus checks because they do receive their benefits through direct deposit. So I'm glad to hear that. We had a few people comment that on one of my videos. The IRS is being prematurely confident, though, about their delivery of stimulus checks. You had the IRS Commissioner, Chuck Reddick. He had said in a statement, quote, the IRS continues to send the third round of stimulus payments in record time. Since this new set of payments will include more mailed payments, we urge people to carefully watch their mail for a check or debit card in the coming weeks. Again, no mention on SSI or SSDI recipients and it's as if they've been totally forgotten about. The lawmakers and Congress members of the House Ways and Means Committee were alarmed by the actions or lack thereof from the IRS and Social Security, that they wrote to these agencies demanding the delivery of stimulus checks, but they shouldn't have had to do that in the first place. These payments should have been sent automatically on time promptly. In their initial letter earlier in the week, they had pleaded, saying, quote, "Some of our most vulnerable seniors and persons with disabilities, including veterans who served our country with honor, are unable to pay for basic necessities while they wait for their overdue payments." And this is not fake news. This is absolutely true. We could see this all over the country. Just look at the comment section in any of my videos. We have hundreds, thousands. This is just a microcosm of the entire United States of America. Just a small fraction of the people who are suffering. Congressman Bill Pascrell, he was one of the lawmakers that had signed the letters to both agencies, and not only did he demand the delivery of stimulus checks, but he also took a jab at former President Trump. And I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think he should have invoked Trump's name even though he is not president any longer? Was this right of him to do? And is he excusing President Biden for this to happen? Is he essentially giving him a pass? I don't know. What do you think about this? Let me know down below in the comments. But he was very straightforward on Twitter when he said, quote, "We are giving the Trump-appointed heads of the Social Security admin," and he didn't even capitalize the name Trump. I wonder if that was on purpose. Might have been a secondary jab, a little underlying jab to Trump. 24 hours in stars to get off their backsides and stop delaying sending stimulus checks to 30 million Americans. And he had also attached the letter that was signed by the 4 congressmen, and he sent a screenshot of that. And to exacerbate the situation even further, there's major issues and glitches happening with the Get My Payment tool, the Get My Payment system. Like Mark Stevens, the 65-year-old gentleman who we had discussed earlier in the video, he had expressed great frustration and aggravation. He's experiencing a tremendous amount of difficulty getting any information from the IRS's Get My Payment website, and he didn't use the non-filer's website last year. He has said that he has received a payment status not available message from the IRS's Get My Payment tool. The IRS has an answer for that. It could mean a couple things. It could mean that the person's stimulus payment has not yet been processed, or that that person is not eligible for a stimulus payment at all. The anger can be seen and felt all over the country. Another person, Sydney Chandler of Los Angeles, who has been helping her disabled cousin track a stimulus check. So far, she has said that he hasn't received it and is getting the same payment status not available response from the IRS website. She had said, "What was infuriating to me and lots of people out there was the fact that the IRS already had their direct deposit information. You can't get an answer out of the IRS or the Social Security Administration." Many people have been commenting similar sentiment in the comment section that, what do they need our information for? They already have it from the last 2 rounds of stimulus. Why the delay? Overall, there have been more questions than answers, but supposedly the SSA has sent the necessary information and details to the IRS for the IRS to start beginning processing stimulus checks for SSI and SSDI recipients. In light of this, many Americans are calling for the firing of Commissioner Saul of the SSA, and to try to calm the American people down, he put out a statement, and the SSA tweeted it out on Twitter, saying that there was no one more committed to serving the public than the employees of this agency, and with the full statement from Saul on the hashtag economic impact payment, as well as hashtag Social Security, hashtag SSI. It's good news that some progress has been made, but again, this shouldn't have had to happen only because lawmakers wrote to the agencies. This should have never had to take place. Hopefully the procedure will be sped up from here, and all updates can be found right here on this channel, because this is your one-stop shop for everything in regards to stimulus. More information is on the way. As always, if you did enjoy this video, you appreciate the output of my content every single solitary day for you guys, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button. If you haven't already, do consider becoming a subscriber. Click that big red button and the notification bell as well. And one last thing, if you'd like to get some free stocks, use my links down below in the description. When you sign with Robinhood and or Webull, you'll actually get some free stocks all on me, all in the house, just for supporting my channel. Let me know which stocks you do get. I'm curious to hear. We had someone sign up just recently and they got some free stocks. So use those links down below. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.